A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Distance Gauge Part 2. And what we got going on for today here in summer 2023 is as simple as taking a little trip back in time to when the Vortex line was apparent. Yeah, over 10 years ago now it's been since the Vortex line first debuted, and with a lot of new color changes and swaps and sometimes mechanical upgrades and updates, it seems that this series will never truly die. But let's go along to the more recent side of Vortex so far, called the VTX. And it's basically a bit of a reproduction lineup consisting of 3 repaints of older blasters. Here we have the Vigilon version of this, which I did give a brand new name. And so, of course, it's a part of the periodic table of elements. Same thing will go with the Praxis repaint and Pyragon remake. So of course, these remade versions of these blasters all have names attributed to the elements of the periodic table. And what we got here is the Vigilon version, which of course is the same thing as the original. Pop-up internal magazine, tactical rail on top, and slide mounted priming. So let's take it on for a bit of a test, as in range test, right here on Distance Gauge. One blaster is all loaded to go with 5 discs all put together. And with that, all 5 discs are all gone. Scattered out into the open, just like so. What we're going to do here is determine the range that these are capable of by looking down at the ground. Here's the first one, right at 50 feet, which is really good. Then we go up towards the middle, which is basically going to be a bit short, as we only get up to 55 feet. Then we go slightly further up with the final disc landing at 58. So in all honesty, I do find this to be some pretty decent performance coming from a Vortex blaster, and the discs are not very far spread apart, which can be a good thing if you want to keep a nice consistent level of performance. So what I'm seeing here is basically just a Vortex blaster being a Vortex blaster. Discs are gliding through the air, appropriately so, because that's what the whole thing about it was. To increase flight time and also the duration of travel from blaster to the ground or possibly to a target. And in this case, I do seem to find this one to be somewhat average in terms of certain performance, because 58 feet has something that has been either met or even tackled by other blasters. But to be fair, I do feel like that the VTX line did show us at least a good sign that Vortex could make a comeback in the future. And if they did, we better be ready for it. So if you want to see more of that on my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.